What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, the Unprofessional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. And today, I'm going to do something similar to an unboxing. It's going to be an unbagging. Got a few knives in. I know what they are. I haven't opened the packages or anything like that, but they're all brand new, and I wanted to share them with you guys for the first time when I reveal them, when I check them out, when I feel them in my hands, when I experience them. I wanted to share that with you guys like always. I want to thank anybody that stopped by for the very first time. Appreciate you coming by my channel, checking out what I've got going on. Welcome. Hope you see something that you like. We talk about knives and EDC all the time. Everybody else that's been with me for a while, like I say every day, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Love the comments, love the questions, love the engagement and the conversations. It really means a lot to me, guys. I appreciate the well wishes. I done my 3 knife challenge, my 3 brand challenge earlier. My face was still really swelled up. If you guys could have saw me yesterday when I was at the hospital, I spent the day in the hospital yesterday. Thankfully, the antibiotics has already shrunk my face back down. I thought about using the picture of me yesterday as my thumbnail, but I'm not going to do that. My face is still swelled, still hard to talk, still hurts, but I love doing these videos and I wanted to do one for you guys. But if I look abnormal, if my jaw's all swelled up, I apologize for that. At least it's not as bad as it was this morning when I done my 3 knife challenge and my 3 brand challenge. It was still pretty bad then. But like I said, I'm on the mend, I'm on my way back, and I'm not gonna wait till January the 1st when my new insurance kicks in. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff taken care of because it's getting out of control. It's really causing me a lot of issues. I've missed way too much time putting these videos up. I've enjoyed these videos and I've really taken some time off here lately. I've only uploaded a couple of videos in the last 2 weeks, last week and a half or so, and that's just not acceptable. So I'm gonna get back on the grind and start putting out some more videos for you guys. I want to remind everybody about my contest. January the 3rd is coming up really soon. It's getting closer by the day. I'm going to be giving away a $200 budget to Blade HQ. The winner gets to go onto the Blade HQ website, pick out anything that they want, up to $200. Don't care what it is. They buy whatever they choose, not what I choose, and I'm going to pay for it. It's on me. It's a way of saying thank you to everybody in the community that's been watching my videos. Now, what do you got to do to be in the contest in case you're new? All you have to do is like any of my videos. I don't care which one it is. Like one of my videos. Leave a comment on one of my videos. Make sure it's knife related. Don't just say, hi, how are you? I'm in the contest. Say something that's related to a knife. Be like, I like that knife, or I want this knife, or I have a story from a knife, or my grandfather and me had a story about knives, or I liked another knife channel. I don't care what it is. Make sure it's about knives. I appreciate everybody doing that. Gives me a chance to talk to you guys about knives and carry on conversations. So that's it, and subscribe to my channel. You do those 3 things and you're in the contest. January the 3rd is going to be right around the corner, and I'm going to give somebody that $200 budget. So again, like any of my videos, comment on any of my videos with a knife comment, and subscribe to my channel, and you are in the contest. All right, so now we've got all that out of the way. I've got some good knives I've got in today. I've got a few of them. A few of them are budget knives. One of them is a really good knife. I've been looking forward to getting this in. So let's see what we've got here. We will start with this. Do you know what, guys? I apologize. I did not get anything to open this up. So let me go ahead and grab something really quick to open these packages. I apologize. Hold on just a second. All right, apologize about that, guys. I'm gonna use the Swordfish, the Bestech Swordfish. It's a cool little knife. This is in D2 steel. I can't remember what the length of the blade is, but it's a spear point blade, G10. It's a good looking knife. I really like this knife. I wanted to get one with the MagnaCut blade, but I've already got this one, and you know, if I was going to get one in MagnaCut, there's a few other knives that I want to get instead with MagnaCut. But okay, so that's what I'm going to be using to open these packages. I apologize about stepping away from the camera for a second, but it is what it is. The first knife is something that you guys will be familiar with. The CRKT M1601S. Now, I've had several M16s. They are really good knives. Really great knives. I think they're the largest selling knife of CRKT ever. They're like their biggest line is the M16. You can get them in so many different variations. So many different variations. A lot of these come with serrations, and I'm not big on serrations on blades. I just don't like serrations on blades. I mean, there's a time and a place for them, but I'm not a big serration fan. But man, this is a nice one. This is a really nice one. It's a frame lock. It's a nice little knife. It's got a little flipper there. Oh, the O1S frame lock. It's a spear point blade. It's a nice little blade. Now this is 8CR, and one thing that I do not like about this, let me see. All right, that action needs to be tuned up a little bit. It is a little draggy. Doesn't want to pop out there. It's got a good pocket clip that is reversible, so you can go left hand or right hand. Now this is tipped down. I know a lot of people don't like that tip down, but this is tip down only. You cannot do it tip up at all. It's left-handed or right-handed. You can interchangeable, so it's ambidextrous, but it's only tipped down. It does have a dual thumb studs, and it does have that flipper. But I will say the action on this is a little, it drags a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to oil it. Might need to be loosened up or whatever. I don't know. But this has got 8CR stainless steel for the blade. And it has a Rockwell chart of 58.59, so that's pretty soft. That's pretty soft, guys. It's bead blasted spear point. It's got steel handles with a frame liner or frame lock. It's 7.12 inches overall with a 3.12 inch blade, and it's 2.8 ounces. 2.8 ounces, so it's not very heavy. I mean, it's a slick little knife. I've had a lot of the M16s. I haven't had this one. This is this is a narrow one. This is a cool little knife though. This is something that you could definitely pull off. It's a little chic, a little slim, real slim. So you could put this in a pair of jeans, you know, take it anywhere. It's not gonna have a big imprint on your pants, dress pants even. I mean, it is steel, so it's got a little weight maybe for dress pants, but I mean, it's a nice knife. I like it. It is a 3.5 finger for me. There is jimping on top of the blade. That's not aggressive. This is that kind, that Frodo Baggins jimping that you got to have really small fingers to feel it. I can feel it, but it's barely there. But it is what it is. You know, for a smaller hand, that would be great. I like the length of the blade, but the handle is a little small for me. It is a little small, so. But it's a good little blade. I'm gonna tell you, spear point, EDC. This would be a good little knife, a great little knife for EDC carry. It does have, even though it's slim, one thing I like about it is even at 2.8 ounces, 2.8 ounces for something this slender and slim is a decent amount of weight. So it's light, but for something this small, you can feel the weight. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. With CRKT, the M16 series is a great knife. Like I said, they're one of their top selling knives ever. They sell a ton of them. They sell a lot of the flat earth colored ones, a lot of ones with serrations. They even sell some with Tonto tips. Big ones, little ones, they've got them all different variations. This is one of the most widely varied knife that they have. Sorry, my dog is having a field day over here. All right, let's see what else I've got in here. Oh, you know, honestly, I think that this is about, let me see what this one was. $39.99. So now I know that you can get those a lot cheaper than that. These came from Cabela's, and Cabela's I mean, I love Cabela's. I love Cabela's. I love Cabela's. I love their clothes. I get a lot of pants there. I love Cabela's, but I want to tell you, Cabela's is a little expensive on their knives. They have some decent prices, you know what I'm saying? For them, not for us. They make some profit. I mean, it's not bad, $39.99, but I think you can get this cheaper maybe at Walmart. But it is what it is. If you do get it cheaper, you're not going to get it much cheaper. You can get it online and stuff like that. Let's see. All right, let's see. This is a Buck Infusion. Buck Infusion. Ooh, I like the feel of that. I like the feel of that a lot. Aluminum handles. Snappy action. Snappy action. Stone wash blade. A liner lock. Aluminum handles. It is reverse carry. Left or right handed ambidextrous. Tip up. Liner lock. Deep carry pocket clip. I never checked this. This is not deep carry pocket clip. This one is deep carry pocket clip, and like I said, you could reverse it. Now the screws are not inset, so they might snag a little bit, but to be perfectly honest, they're not very big. And this is a very slim pocket clip. So this is one of those that you're going to struggle and fight with to get it on and off your pants. I'm going to be honest with you. I can just tell by looking at it. There's not a lot of room there to fit your pants up into there, so you're going to be fighting with them, especially if you're wearing jeans. You're going to fight with it to get it to go over the hem of your jeans, your pockets. I like it. I like it. Let me see. It's 7CR stainless steel, 7.87 inches overall with a 3.25 inch blade. It is spring assisted, so it is an assisted knife, and you can tell because it is snappy. I mean, that is snappy. It's reverse tip up carry only. So this thing is, I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. The aluminum handles feel good. It's got great jimping. Look how far down the jimping goes on this blade. It goes all the way down to there. Now this has got kind of a trailing point. So it's a cross between a drop point and a trailing point, honestly. But it's just like I done that video the other day, and some people commented on it, where I was talking about the different blade shapes, and that's people commented on it, and I even said it in the video. Some of these you would think are one thing, but they have them listed by the manufacturer as something else, so it's confusing. Something like this is the same exact way. But this is a nice one. It's got a good flipper there. It's got good action, spring assisted. It's got the thumb hole, so you can actually no, it don't have the thumb hole is there, but you can't get your fingers on it because it's guarded by, or it's it sets into the handles too far, so you can't get your thumbs into the hole. So I don't know what the purpose of that hole is for, because you can't get your thumbs in there to do it. But look at that knife. That is a nice little knife. Now, this is not an expensive knife. This is a $50 knife. Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that, because budget and price is relative, and $50 is a lot of money for a lot of people. And I apologize if I said something right there, because that was a little bit uncouth on my part. I apologize about that, guys. $50 is a lot of money. $50 is nothing to sneeze at. And this is a $50 knife. Still considered a budget knife. But, you know, some people are in different budgets. Some people have, a budget that's different than others. And I was telling somebody in the comments today, guys, and I want everybody to, and I mean this. If you have knives that are only budget knives, then be proud of your budget knives, because your money paid for those budget knives, and you had to work for your money, just like somebody that has nothing but premium knives had to work for their money. They're on a budget, you're on a budget. And maybe they just have less bills or something like that. There's a million different reasons that somebody can have different things. Maybe they have different priorities in life, so they can afford to put money into their knives, to where you have other priorities. But don't discount or discourage or disparage your collection if you have nothing but budget knives. Budget knives are great. The majority of the knives in my collection are budget knives, and I enjoy every one of them. And try to get one of them off of me. It's not going to happen. I'm not coming off any of my knives. I love my budget knives just like I do my premium knives, and I like this one a lot. I really like that blade. I like that blade a lot. It's a good size, fits good in my hand. There's room at the end, so it's a good full grip. Now, one thing I do notice when I do this is there is a hot spot. Boy, that pocket clip, it's narrow, but it's digging pretty bad. If I switch hands, not so bad in the other hand, but you can still feel it. The best thing about this is it's got good weight with that aluminum. I love the blade and I love the jimping. So it's got a few things going for it. $50, guys. This is the Buck Infusion. Now I did look this up. They have a ton of different variations of this. You can get satin, stone washed, bead blasted. You can get different colors: orange, green, black, all aluminum. So several different variations, but that's the Buck Infusion, and it's a $50 knife. That's a nice knife, guys. I like that. So far, I don't know. I like both of those. I don't know which one I like better out of these two, guys. I don't know. I like them both. It's hard for me to pick. I won't say they're like my kids, but knives are nice. All right, I'm going to save that one for last. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so I'm excited about this one right here. This is the Kershaw Layup. Now, I almost got another Iridium. I've got two Iridiums, but they're both with the reverse Tonto tip, and I really like the regular blade shape of the Iridium. And they had one, and I should have got it, but I saw this Layup, and I didn't have a Layup yet, so I wanted to get this one. And it's a good looking blade as well. It's the Kershaw Layup. Now, this is about, I think this was $59.99, where the Iridium was $69.99. So, it's a decent, ooh, I like this knife. Just like I like the Iridium. Not as much as I like the Iridium. Oh yeah. This is spring assisted also. Oh yeah. This is nice. Some bearings. Boy, this is nice. It's got, let's see, stonewash blade, polymer handles. It's on bearings, reverse left or right-handed, tip up only. 7.87 inches overall with a 3.5 inch blade, and it's 3.64 ounces in weight. So it feels good in the hand. It's not, I mean, I don't like it like I do the Iridium. The Iridium is way better than this. I'm going to tell you guys right now. The Iridium and this are not on the same level, not even close. The Iridium is a way better knife. Now this is D2 steel. This is at Cryo D2. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. It's yeah, assisted opening on bearings. It's a barren land. It's a barren wasteland. No, it's on bearings. Assisted opening. Deep carry pocket clip. Now the screws are inset into this one, so they're not going to snag on your hem. Much more room for your pants. Reverse it. Now this does have the axis lock, but that is just to close it. It is not to open it. You can't do that you can with the Iridium, which is one of the best things about the Iridium. You can use that access lock to open it and close it and stuff like that, crossbar lock, and you can't do that with this. This is just to close it. But boy, I like the blade shape a lot. I like the blade shape a whole lot. Look at that. It feels good in the hand. If it wasn't for liking the Iridium as much as I do, I would, trust me, I love this knife. It feels good in the hand. It's got a good weight to it. And yes, that is also relative. Somebody commented about me saying, what is a good weight or whatever. As I tell you guys all the time, I like the weighty knives. I don't like the knives like the Benchmade Bug Out is a great knife and stuff like that. The Hogue Deca, not so much in my opinion. It's still a good knife and everything. I just don't like the weight. I don't like the feel of the handles and stuff like that. I just don't. I like them when they've got more weight to them. And to me, this is a good weighted knife. It's got good weight to it. It's not heavy, but you can feel it in your hands. It's solid. It's got steel liners over the polymer handles, the scales or whatever. So it's got steel liners that go the full length of the blade or the handle. It's got good jimping. I mean, look at that. This is a nice knife, guys. I really like this. This thing right here, I'm gonna tell you, this is a good deal right here, guys. This is a good knife. I'm really impressed with this thing. I'm glad I got that over that other Iridium. I mean, granted, I like the Iridium way more, but I already got 2 Iridiums, so I'm glad I got this. Like, I'm really glad I got this. I definitely like it more than the other 2. The layup, it's $59.99. Yep, $59.99. So that's a good deal. That's a really good deal. This Kershaw, boy, their Iridium, their layup. Now they had a lot of Kershaws that were $19.99, $29.99 there, $39.99 and stuff like that with the 4CR. 7CR and stuff like that, and I just didn't grab them. I was already grabbing those 2 knives, so I was going to grab something at least with D2, and I really almost grabbed that Iridium until I saw this, and I am so glad that I got this. This is a nice knife, guys. If y'all out already have the Iridium, I'm telling you, and you want a knife that's not the same as the Iridium, this is an assisted knife. I'm telling you, this is a nice knife. I like this sucker a lot. Look at that blade. I just can't get over that. Look at the shape of that blade. That sucker's nice. It's got a swedge on top. Almost has a harpoon style to it, but it's not. Yeah, that's a good looking knife right there. That's the Kershaw layup. All right. I don't show you guys a lot of SOG knives, but we're doing one right now. This is the SOG Prohen XR. Prohen XR, whatever. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong, guys. I know but one of you guys knows, because you guys know your knives. I'm always impressed by how much you guys know your knives. You know them way more better than I do. So it's the Prohen XR. Look at that. Boy, this is a nice knife. Wow. This thing is heavy. Ooh, yes. Look at that. This thing is heavy. Look at that blade. Boy, this is tactical. Tactical. Good action. Great action. It's a little heavy. It's got the thumb hole opening, so you can do it like that. I'm just not good at it. It's got the flipper right there. That blade is heavy. I mean, that's heavy. Like when you're flipping that, you can feel the weight in that blade. It's got great jimping that goes far up it goes all the way up to here on the blade. As you can see right there, a lot of jimping on the blade. I love the shape of the blade. Now I will be honest with you, it's got a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible to left hand or right hand. Tip up carry. I'm going to be honest, I like the shape of the handle right there, but it is way too small for me. It is creating such a bad hot spot right there. This curve right here is digging into the outside of my pinky finger so bad. It is way too small for my hands. This is way too small for my hands. It does not feel good in my hands at all. Now, if I had smaller hands, this would be perfect, but it does not feel good in my hands at all. If you've got big hands, this is not going to be a knife you're going to enjoy very much. You might like the knife, but the handle you are not going to enjoy. Now maybe wrap that up or something like that, and give you something like a little platform that you can hold on to better, but then you'd be holding the knife kind of crooked and cockeyed, which would not be pleasant. I don't know. I really like the thing. I really like it a lot. I like the knife. It's just this handle is way too small for me. This is Cryo D2. Let me see. The Pro and XRs, G10 liners, G10 scales over stainless steel liners. It's D2 blade, 8.5 inches overall with a 3.5 inch blade, 5.7 ounces in weight, so it's heavy. This has got some weight. Reverse, left or right handed, and it's tip up only. Man, if it just wasn't for that handle, I would love this thing because this is nice. I love this thing. Now this is $70, $69.99 is what I paid for it. It's got a good access lock on it. It's got great action. It falls right down, but then again, I'm not surprised because that blade is heavy. It just falls. I mean, it just falls. That thing is, it's quick, it's snappy. Daggone it. Man, I just wish that handle was a little bit bigger. It's just too small for my hand. Good jimping. I love the shape of the blade. Yeah, guys, if you guys have smaller hands than mine, this is a great knife. If you like a tactical knife, like a blacked out tactical knife, self-defense, EDC, but you like that tactical look or something. You don't want a Tonto blade, but you want something that's tactical, blacked out. This SOG is it. I mean, SOG is your tactical brand. I mean, that's what they're about. You know, that military tactical stuff. That's what SOG is known for. Studies and Observation Group. It's a nice knife. I like it. Unfortunately, it's just I don't like it as much as I should because of that daggone handle. This knife, I can't get over this knife. This thing is awesome, guys. If you guys can get you a layup, get you one, because this thing is nice. I can't get over how much I like this. The Kershaw layup feels great in the hand. I love that blade. I just love that blade, man. All right, so we got one more knife to go, guys, and this knife is a nice one. We got a ZT here. And I've got, you know, daggone. I don't want to rip the box, but I can't get that thing. There we go. All right, this is the 0350. 0350. This is a Ken Onion design. You hear that? That's assisted opening right there. Boy, this sucker is nice. Excellent jimping on the frame right there. It's not on the blade, but on the blade you've got a cradle for your thumb. But jimping right there on the handle. Man, dual thumb studs with a thumb flipper. Now this is a liner lock. It's got steel liners. Daggone G10 scales overlaid over the steel liners. S30V blade. So really good blade steel. Man, I like this a lot. Now, here's the thing about this knife. This has got left or right-handed tip-up carry. You want to do left or right-handed tip-down carry. You can do it all. It's just like a Spyderco. It's got 4-position pocket clip. You can go left hand, right hand, tip up or tip down, whatever you want to do on this thing. And I like that. Now, it's not deep carry, but you can't have everything. I'll take that over the deep carry. Giving you the 4 positions rather than deep carry, I mean, that's a good trade-off. The flipper right here, there's no jimping on it, which I like jimping on the flipper so you can get that better grip on it, and you can really, but with it being spring assisted, I mean, it's going to come out anyways. It's coming out. It jumps into position. It's ready to go. This thing is nice. It is heavy. Now, like I said, this is a Ken Onion design. It's a recurve. It's got a recurve to the blade. Let's see. It's USA made, 7.62 inches overall with a 3.2 inch blade. It's hollow ground, 6.2 ounces. So it is heavy, 6.2 ounces. It is not a light blade. I love that about this. I love the fact that it weighs as much as it does. I love the jimping on the frame right here. That's good, aggressive jimping that will really grab your thumb and hold it there. It feels good in the hand. I mean, that last finger wants to slide off a little bit, but it does have a spot for that finger. It will stay on if I make it stay on, but if I need to choke up or put that finger off, I can. Either way, it feels good. There's no hot spots on it. No hot spots at all. Boy, this is a nice knife. Look at that. And zero tolerance, ZT. You guys know, zero tolerance, man. ZT makes some really good knives. Really good knives. They make phenomenal knives. Their quality control they're great. I wish this wasn't a liner lock. I wish it was at least a frame lock. But, I mean, it is what it is. Now, this is right around $200. So it's not cheap. It's nothing to sneeze at. But it's a great knife. Even at $200, this is a great knife. A great knife. I think it was $189.99 or something like that plus tax. So right at $200. Great knife, guys. Great knife. I love this knife. Now I'm going to be honest. I've got 4 knives here that I've opened today. I've got this Buck, the Infusion. I love this thing. It feels good in the hand. It's got good weight. Don't like the pocket clip at all. Not big on the steel, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a Buck. The thing about Buck is they don't have premium steels. Now, you can get some Bucks with premium steel, but Buck is so good. Their heat treat, they get the most out of those lower end stainless steels. Your 420s, your 440s, your 7CRs, they heat treat them so well. They get the most out of those steels of any knife brand that uses them. Buck gets a lot out of these steels. So when you see those steels on a normal knife, or not normal, If you see that steel on another brand, a lot of people is like, nah, I'm not interested. But when you see it on a buck, you don't phase it. You just don't expect to see any high-end steels on a buck because they don't use those a lot. And you can get them on their knives, but they're going to cost you a lot more money, like any of them. You know, anytime you do that premium steel, you're going to pay a lot more money. But on the average, your average 110, your average 119 is just your regular 420, 440 stainless steel, you know, and they are excellent at getting the most out of those stainless steels. So people don't flinch when they see those steels on a Buck product because they know, even though it's that steel, Buck has done something really good with it, and you're going to get a lot of use out of it. You're going to get the most out of this compared to if this same steel was on another brand. So that's just my 2 cents. Buck is really good at that. At just doing that. So they're awesome. I really like this knife. I love the blade the most. Not the most out of all these. I'm just saying about this knife. I love the blade the most. I love the blade shape and the blade design. I love the jimping on the blade. It's a good looking knife. Good looking knife. The Infusion. The M16, I really like this. It's a slim little knife. It's sleek. It's the M16, another tactical knife, spear point. I mean, self-defense. But I wouldn't hesitate calling it. It's not a gentleman's knife, not even close to a gentleman's knife. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was going someplace and I was going to need to wear a pair of slacks or something like that, I wouldn't have no problem putting this knife in there, because it is thin, it's slender, it has a low profile in your pants, so there's a lot going on for this. The action is atrocious. I've got to get that fixed. The action is bad. I mean, look at that. The action is bad, man. There we go. But I like this knife though. Overall, I like this knife a lot. The M1601S. We saw this SOG ProHen XR D2 steel. I love this knife, except for the handle. The handle for me is not garbage. The handle is awesome. It's very well made. It's just too small for my hands. And that's garbage, because I like the knife so much. It's garbage that it won't fit my hand, because I couldn't carry this knife and do EDC with it. It just wouldn't be comfortable for me. But it is what it is. That's a good knife. That's a really good knife. Somebody would really like this knife. I would recommend this to anybody with smaller hands than mine that wants a tactical looking knife. This would be a great knife. And then we've got this one, the Kershaw Layup. Home run all day long, every day, twice on Sundays. This sucker is awesome. I love this. This is a winner right here. D2 steel. It's a winner, guys. I love this knife. Assisted opening. Boom. There you go, guys. That's awesome. And last but not least, we have the ZT0350. This knife is a Ken Onion design, and Ken Onion is good at what he does. He makes some nice knives, and this is a really, really good knife, guys. An S30V. G10 line or scales, S30V steel. I mean, the only thing I don't like about this is that it's a liner lock. That's it. I'd rather it at least be a frame lock. But it is what it is. You can't have everything, guys. 4-position pocket clip. This is a nice knife. And it's ZT. The name on alone says a lot. I like this. I like this a lot. Wow. I've got many knives coming this week, guys. I'm going to do several unboxings. I think I got some knives coming tomorrow. Philippians, I don't know if you remember or not, but you recommended a knife to me a while back. I ordered it. It got shipped to the wrong address. That's why I haven't unboxed it yet. I had to deal with them a little bit. They had to send me another one out. It will be here tomorrow. If you don't know what it is, look back through the comments when we first started chatting. You'll remember it and see it. I can't wait for it to get here tomorrow. I'm excited about this knife, but it's one that you suggested to me, so I'm excited. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing video tomorrow, and then the rest of the week I've got some more boxes coming in. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos this week, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember my contest, like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Most of you guys already are, and I appreciate you more than I can tell you. Sorry I've missed some days of doing videos because of my face, but I'm back on the mend and I'm back on the grind. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you all for all your time, for your well wishes, and for watching my videos. I appreciate it more than you know. Until next time, keep your lives full and your knives sharp. I'm Chris, the Unprofessional Dad, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.